Hello and welcome to my vlog. I am Brian Foster and I am here to talk about right now different passages in the Bible, the New Testament, and how they are interpreted by Spiritism. But before I begin, please subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the like button. And please remember, if you want to know more about Spiritism, visit my blog at www.nwspiritism.com. Spiritism was codified by Allan Kardec in the 1850s. He wrote a series of 1,019 questions and used mediums throughout Europe and did not use the answers unless they were the same or similar. This was all organized in the spirit world by the Spirit of Truth, as promised by Jesus in the New Testament, when he said a consoler would come to help us learn more, the Spirit of Truth. Now, let's review Matthew chapter 18, verses 15 to 20. If your brother sins against you. Here it is. If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen, take one or two others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. Let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Truly, I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say to you, if 2 of you agree on earth about anything they ask, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I among them. Now, many people interpret this that we should always try to resolve our differences, and that is absolutely true. But what I like to explain is resolving our differences doesn't just resolve our differences over one life, but it could be in a life, in the spirit world, in over many lives. The key phrase is whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose in earth shall be loosed in heaven. Nothing could be clearer. What happens on earth carries over to the spirit world. Now, the normal concept of Christian heaven is eternal leisure and bliss. But what if a very good person died after a feud with his or her brother or sister? How would this play out in a land of idle bliss for eternity? The answer is Christ's statement shows that we are a work in progress. We come and we go from the spirit realm, and we have loose ends to tie up in the spirit world or in the physical world as we go from life to life. Let's dive a little deeper with some examples. But first, the phrase, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. So that was said after things could not be worked out easily. Therefore, have at least a business relationship with someone. That is what Jesus is asking. Don't go into deep conflict. Don't hold over ideas of revenge from life to life, because they will last from life to life. If you've wronged someone terribly, or they have wronged you horribly, the urge to seek revenge and justice does not stop after your death, because you are who you are after you pass over. This is what the spirit world does not want us to do. First, let me remind you, any injustice done will be taken care of by karma, by the spirit processes of the spirit realm. You do not have to extract justice or get revenge. That person will learn the lesson well of what they did wrong to you, for that will be done to them in some shape or form. The spirit world is full of examples of children, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, strangers, being born once again or for the first time in the same family to resolve unresolved conflicts. If you do not like someone and you just have a horrible feud with that someone, be prepared. In your next life, they may be your brother or your sister, your son or your daughter, or they may be a father or mother to you. That is all there to repair what has been rent asunder. This is what Jesus is telling us. Forgive. He even said this in Forgive 70 times 7. They want us to learn to love each and every one of us. We need to love each other like we're all family members. The road to be an angelic being, the road to the perfection of the soul, is not a one life trial. It is a multiple life trial. It is a marathon of life after life, removing your primitive emotions and replacing them with advanced emotions. This is why, again, Jesus says, whatever bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. These things, that they're always remembered. Everything is recorded. Therefore, come to some accommodation. Whatever your enemy is, by whatever relation it is, try and accommodate that person. Understand that. At the least, as Jesus said, have like a business relationship, at least a polite, distant relationship, even if it's with your immediate family. Is better than being an active enemy, because if you don't resolve it now, the spirit world will resolve it for you. Just like when I was a child and my sister and I argued, my mother would lock us both in the bathroom and say, okay, when you guys are ready to come out, when you're friends. Of course, we said, oh, no. And then we would say, okay, we're ready, right? And she taught us a lesson that she wasn't going to let us fight all the time, because first it was just, it wasn't convenient for her, for that's for sure. And it was stupid for us. So the spirit world's the same. Sometimes if we act like kids, they will treat us like kids. So anyway, if you're interested in Spiritism, you want to know more about your multiple lives and how the spirit world works with each and every one of us, check out my book, The 7 Tenets of Spiritism. In this book, I really say how Spiritism has affected me individually and how I have seen the signs and signals of the spirit world guiding my path, kind of sometimes forcing decisions I didn't want to make, right? And putting me on, and getting me off the wrong path and onto the right path. It's very interesting. Once you start really waking up to how much the spirit world intertwines within our lives, it's truly amazing and wonderful. Jesus loves us. The angels, the spirits who guide us, our spirit guardians, they love us, and they know they've been through the same thing that we have been through. They've all trod this journey of being an immature spirit to be a more mature spirit who has taken out primitive emotions and replaced those with love, charity, fraternity, and honesty. God bless.